Hello guys and welcome to Python programming tutorials by Amul's Academy. Today in this tutorial we are discussing about how to print stars in alphabetical P shape, and this code is also similar to the previous pattern programs. So let's begin with the code. Alright, this is our output and here we can see stars in different row and column. To print stars in different row and column we are using two for loop. One is to print star in row and another one is to print stars in column. And here we can see 7 rows and 5 columns. So here we can see the for loop, and here row is variable name and we are using range function. And this for loop is to print stars in the row. There are 7 rows in our output, so I'll mention 7 here. So range will be from 0 to 7. And next, inside that first for loop we are using second for loop, and this for loop is to print stars in the column. And here call is the variable name and we are using range function here. And in our output there are 5 columns are there, so I'll mention 5 here. And inside this second for loop we are using if else conditional statement. That is, we need to print stars in alphabetical P shape. For that we need condition. That's why we are using if else conditional statement. And here after if keyword we need to mention the condition, that is in which row and column you want to print star. For that we'll see the output. First we'll begin with the column. So we'll see at the column 0 we want star in each row. Right? So first I'll check whether column is equal to 0, and I'll use logical OR operator. And in the case of logical OR operator, if any one of the input is true, then output will be true. So if any one of the condition will be true, then it will print star. That's why I used OR here. And next we'll go to the column 4. We want to print star but at row 1 and row 2, right? So I'll check whether column is equal to 4. At that time row should be 1 or row should be 2. This is my second condition, where we are checking whether column is equal to 4. If it is true, then any one of this must be true. So that's why I used logical AND here. In the case of logical AND, if both the input is true, then only output will be true. So when column equal to 4, if any one of this is true, then only it will print star. Okay. So this is my second condition. Next. Now we are done with the columns, right? So now we'll concentrate on the rows, and here we can see at row 0 and row 3 we want to print star, and at that time column should be greater than 0 and less than 4, because I want to print these 3 stars and these 3 stars. So I'll write condition like this, or I'll check whether row is equal to 0 or row is equal to 3. If it is true, then column should be greater than 0 and column should be less than 4. And this is my third condition. And here we are checking whether row is equal to 0 or row equal to 3. If it is true, then this should be true, that is column should be greater than 0 and less than 4. Then only it will print star. Okay. These are my 3 conditions, and here colon. And next, and inside the if body I'll print star, that is if any one of this condition becomes true. Here there are 3 conditions are there. If any one become true, then it will print star there. And here we can see end is equal to empty string. In the print, by default end value will be /n, But in our output, after printing one star, I want another star immediately after that. I don't want any space or new line between them. That's why I used empty string here. And next, if this condition becomes false, then control goes to the else part and it will print space. Okay, so here end equal to space, and here we can see space, right? This is all because of the else execution. Here why I mention end equal to space, why not only space? Why can't we mention like this, right? It's because, as I said, in the print, default value of end will be /n. Then here when control comes here, it will print space and control goes to the next line. That is, here if it prints space here, then control goes to the next line. So next space will be printed here, okay, in this place. So we won't get stars in required pattern. That's why I mentioned end equal to space here. Next, inside the first for loop, here we can see this for loop. Inside this for loop, we are using print. It's because after printing stars in one row, we want to go to the next line. So now we are done with our code. So we need to save this and run this. And here we can see the output. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. I'll meet you in next class. Till then, take care.